Hello and welcome to iDIVAS. I'm Trisha and I'm passionate about inspiring women to not just hang in there but to thrive. I thought it would be interesting to share my thoughts about Monica Lewinsky. I'll try to draw some teachable moments from her grave mistakes while getting to the root of why she made them. So grab a drink. I'm having my Spanish coffee and let's get started. For those of you unfamiliar with Monica Lewinsky, she is a former White House intern, also known as that woman, with whom President Bill Clinton at the time, actually, had 9 sexual encounters with. That was while she worked at the White House between 1995 and 1996. Now, the sexual encounters included fellatio, other sexual acts, but not intercourse. The scandal was catnip for late-night comedians, as you can imagine. Also, Monica was fat-shamed and slut-shamed off and online. The world was literally laughing at her, and the shame, literally brought her to the point of suicide, pushing her, nearly right off the edge. And Clinton ended up impeached because of the affair. So fast forward 20 plus years later today, Monica is a producer on the new FX series Impeachment. Being a producer has allowed her to, board the Me Too bus, so to speak, reframe her story and try to sway public opinion and, kickstart her budding Hollywood career. Some people feel that Monica was a victim of Clinton's abuse of power. Let me be clear, I am not one of those people. I always saw her as a stereotypical female groupie who volunteered to be Clinton's side chick. That decision cost her her privacy, in my opinion, shining a bright light on her character flaws. Every time I hear Monica and others talk about her as if she was some underage infant at the time, I literally roll my eyes. I do not believe she was manipulated. Also, I do not feel that Clinton is the cause of why she cannot find a man who is foolish enough to take her seriously today. She hasn't had a serious relationship since the scandal. And I understand why. She was 23 at the time and a college graduate. She was old enough and educated enough to know the difference between right and wrong. The truth does not agree with the messaging that she is now putting out in an attempt to basically clean up her severely damaged reputation. As mentioned, Monica is trying to hop aboard the Me Too movement. The problem with that is an affair and sexual assault are not the same at all. Affairs are not illegal, whereas sexual assault and harassment, those are serious crimes. Clinton never assaulted or harassed her. And if truth be told, Monica was actually the predator in their relationship. She was the one stalking him at, events. Also, this girl exposed her thong to him, to pique his interest. On top, she was the one who basically lost her mind when he decided to pull the plug on their relationship. Then she tried to bully him, threatening to tell her parents about their relationship. She wasn't all there. Unbeknownst to most, Clinton was not the first older married man that Monica was involved with. She had a previous fling with another married man who was actually her drama teacher in high school. And when asked why she kept, having affairs with married men, she admitted to the jury that she did not feel worthy of being number one because she had a weight issue. Interesting. And so she settled for whatever she could get at the time, or whatever she thought she can get at the time. You know, it was the low-hanging fruit, older men who cheat on their spouses. We have to remember that Monica grew up in Beverly Hills, California, where unlike the rest of the US, being both fit and beautiful is quite the norm there. Therefore, a woman on the heavy side would have a much harder time getting male attention, even if she's pretty. It's just the way it is. Everyone wants to feel desired, but for women, being sought after is especially important. So often, you know, like Monica, some will ignore common sense and lower their standards in exchange for attention from men who are basically using them. That's all because these women lack self-value. Furthermore, if you do not look your personal best, it's hard to feel good about yourself. Therefore, you may go around looking for attention from all the wrong men. You know, who is to blame for your lack of self-worth and poor decisions? You know, the slick willies of the world who will take pretty much any available cheap option that crosses his path? No, the buck stops with you. You know, I firmly believe that everything happens for a reason. What's more, the universe, God, doesn't give you more than you can handle. Monica being outed, I believe, was his way of waking her up to set her on a level up journey. Because since then, she has undergone a lot of therapy to deal with her issues. Also, she is no longer overweight. She finally figured out that you burn more calories from working out than you do when chasing married men. Now she looks way healthier and attractive, more so than she did 20-something years ago. As for Monica's legacy, it's unfortunate that her name will probably be permanently associated with that famous blue dress, you know, the one with Clinton's special sauce splattered on it. You know, why she didn't clean it is beyond me, but I digress. Anyways, word to the wise, you know, in Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power, he states, reputation is a treasure to be carefully collected and hoarded, especially when you're first establishing it. You must protect it strictly, anticipating all attacks on it. So let's let that sink in. That said, you know, share your thoughts on this matter. Do you agree with me or not? Let me know what you think. Do you think Monica was a victim or a volunteer? Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next